Yes!
How do you know me?
Gosh, we've been friends too many years to count. You were always outgoing. You loved people, loved adventure. You relished life. You always did. And you were fearless. And a little crazy.
So I'm here at Mansfield Dam. That's that big structure behind me. This dam is pretty significant because it creates Lake Travis, this amazing water source for the city of Austin. I have an interesting story about this. So there's a road that goes across the top of the dam, which is now closed to traffic, which is probably a good idea. There's a wall, a very thin wall, that was basically the only barrier between traffic and water. A friend of mine and I were driving along this road, and we thought it'd be a good idea to walk along this wall to go take pictures of the water. I don't even have the picture, so I don't even know what happened. But we're walking along this little narrow edge of concrete. There's water, like there's a huge serious drop, and then there's water on this side of the narrow thing of concrete. You know, there's like traffic going by on this side. So water, traffic, narrow chunk of concrete, and we're walking down there. Somebody called the police, and next thing I knew, a police car was coming out to check on us. Apparently, people jump from this bridge. Obviously, we were not out there to do anything to harm ourselves, but it made us feel really stupid. Sometimes you want to get a good picture, and you do some things you don't really appreciate the risk. You know, like these Instagram people who are getting on train tracks and stuff, or, you know, getting in front of a bear chasing after them, you know. That's my Mansfield Dam story. Here we are. Alyssa, what are you guys doing? What's that? You're flying a kite? Who's got a kite? Yeah, I think Sarah's got the kite.
Here, honey, take it.
Take that kite, baby. Do you know that your dad used to fly kites in the same area? Hey folks, I'm here in Austin, Texas, and I just wanted to share a little story that starts here in Austin and then goes to other states. It's the story of my education and how I became Dr. Brian King. I originally moved to Austin when I was in high school, and I lived on the outskirts of town, as did a lot of other military-raised kids. We were all on Bergstrom Air Force Base, which no longer exists. It is now Austin Bergstrom International Airport. Every time I fly into the city, literally landing on my old neighborhoods. That's kind of a weird realization.
My name is Barbara Weisman, and I'm the famous counselor of Brian King.
All right, and that's how we met, right?
Absolutely. You were sent to me by the vice principal because you weren't behaving. You had a mechanical drawing teacher, and you weren't exactly drawing mechanically. You were making happy Thanksgiving turkeys and about killing the turkey or something crazy like that. So this wonderful teacher was very, very intuitive, and she knew this kid is miles away in his brain. He's somewhere else, not listening to me, but I have the feeling he's not a bad kid. There's just something in his mind. And she sent you to me, and I was like captivated, to be honest with you. I thought you were special.
I didn't quite get along well in high school, and so I ended up dropping out, but I stuck around Austin. I ended up going to college here. You helped me get through college.
You never studied, ever. And I remember one night you said you had a paper due, and it was a long paper. It wasn't like, I don't even know what it was. I still to this day don't know what it was. All I remember is you saying, I'll write the paper, and you type it out. And so, as I think you actually dictated it, and I just typed, because I was a good typer, still a fair typer, but all night long there was no rough draft. It just was, and you were kind of a bastard. I think you got an A on that paper.
Ultimately, I did end up graduating from the University of Texas, and when I left Austin, I moved to New Orleans, Louisiana. Not too far away, but culturally worlds apart. Anyway, so that's a little bit more about me. I mean, I previously shared stories about being my growing up in New York and growing up in Florida, but this is that era of my life where I was in college, and of course I transferred to different schools and I moved to different parts of the country and ultimately became Dr. Brian King. Enjoy Austin, Alyssa. It's a wonderful city. This is where we're gonna eat lunch.
This is probably one of my best This one was $15,000.
That's pretty good, huh? So we're here at Magnolia Cafe, a staple of Austin cuisine. This is a place where I used to go all the time when I was studying. They're open 24 hours and, you know, I wouldn't have been through college if it wasn't for this place. Thank you.
Glad to wash your face.
Austin is on the Colorado River.
Who knew there was a Colorado River here too?
This is nowhere near Colorado. You know how long it took me before I realized that this was not the same Colorado River that goes through the state and creates the Grand Canyon and goes all the way to Mexico. And we're here at City Park in Austin. It's a great place to get a dip, and it's like 95, 98 degrees right now. So
First day of October.
that's what we're gonna go do. So hey, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye. Oh, it really feels good out here, doesn't it?
I was about to say it's actually invigorating. I was being really tired. I think it was mostly the heat.
And then,
Are there fish in there?
oh,
Oh, here they come again. They're gonna make more waves. Yeah, here comes the boat. Here they come. You hear them? Here comes the boat.